Assalamualaikum and hello madam. We are from group F. Would like to explain about the software development process. And let's begin with the first presentation that will be presented by Gokul.
I would like to wish have a very blissful day to Madam Nurlara and my other friends. I am here to explain about the software development definition and also the software development approaches. Software development definition is about creating, designing, deploying and maintaining the software. It also analyzes users' needs and then design, test and develop software to meet those needs. It emphasizes on software update for customers' existing programs and also systems. Software development approaches divided into three: waterfall approaches, incremental approaches, spiral approaches. Waterfall approaches. Development activities move to the next phase after the current phase are over, which means development activities are performed in order with possibly minor overlap but with little or no iteration between activities. The software development activities move to the next phase only after the activities in the current phase are over. Incremental approaches. Development activities that start from great basic feature then delivered to the customer. Then, thereafter, many successive iterations are implemented and delivered to the customer until the complete system is released, which means it determines user needs and defines the overall architecture but then delivers the system in a series of increments. Finally, spiral approaches, a combination of the prototyping model and the waterfall model with a high emphasis on risk analysis and at each stage. This form is iterative by controlling the ordered aspects of linear sequential, which means prototyping continues until high risk areas are resolved and mitigated to an acceptable level. During each iteration or loop, the system is explored at great depth and more detail is added. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, madam. My name is Septriansyah. My matric number is 2521002. So, in this year, I would like to continue to tell about software process model. So, what the meaning of the software process model? Software process model is an abstract representation of a process that presents a description of a process from some particular perspective. In this software process model, they have a process description. There are three descriptions in this software process model. The first one is product. Product that means is a result from development activity. For example, like online store application, mobile banking application, social media application, and others. And then the second is roles. Roles that means is reflect to the responsibility of the people involved in the development software. For example, like project manager, UI designer, tester, back-end developer, front-end developer, and others. And then the last one is pre and post condition. Pre and post condition that means is which are statements that are true before method is called and things that must be true after method is complete. For example, like when we are in development the system, we believe that all the specification is fulfill user need before implementing the system. After implement the system, The specification is a little bit changed, and then we try to fix it. After all the problem is already fixed, the complex system it will be realized. So that's all for my presentation. The next part I will tell by my friends.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello madam, my name is Adegustazumi Rizky Harsa and my matric number is 252099. And today I would like to continue about the software process activities. In the software process activities, there are 4 activities which are specification, design and implementation, validation, and evolution. Let's begin with the first activities, which is the specification. Specification is the process that describes what the software will do and describe the functionality of the product or the software. In the specification activities, there are some process. Actually, there are 4 process, which are feasibility studies, requirement elicitation and analysis, requirement specification, and requirement validation. And next is the second activities, which is design and implementation. Design and implementation is the process of converting the system specification into an executable system or product. In the design and implementation activities, there are 4 main activities in the design process. The first is architectural design, which define the overall structure of the system. Second is interface design. It defines the interface between the components of the system. And third is component design. Take each component and design how it will operate on each other. And next is database design, is the system data structure or that design and the representation in database is defined. The third activities is validation. Validation is the process to ensure that the software meets the specification of the system as well as meets the expectation of the customer or stakeholder. In the validation process, it involves checking and review process and system testing. In system testing, there are 3 main stages. The first is component testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. And last but not least is the 4 activities, which is evolution. The evolution means that the process of developing software initially, then updating it for various reasons, such as stakeholder want to add some features, or they want to remove unnecessary functionalities. In the evolution process, there are 4 fundamental activities, which are the change analysis, release planning, system implementation, and releasing a system. And that's all for the software activities. We will continue explained by my friends.
Hi, my name is Mohd Shukur Zainol Abidin. Today I'm going to talk about software development technique and tools. Software development technique is similar with software development methodology, which is waterfall, agile, incremental, spirals, and also prototyping. And software development technique are method or procedure for designing, developing, documenting, and maintaining program or for manage some activity, which is structure programming, top-down development, and performance improvement. Next is software development tools. Software development tools are computer program that is used by software developer for creating, editing, maintaining, supporting, debugging other program or application, and also for frameworks. For example, the tool is GitHub, NetBeans, and Bolden, and also Visual Code Studio. However, when selecting the development tools, there are some factors to be considered based on the type of the project, which is company criteria, usefulness of tools, integration of one tool with others, choosing an appropriate environment, and also learning curve.
And that's all for our presentation, and thank you.